Good morning, how are you today? Also, happy almost September, which for many people, myself included, is the first month of fall officially. So today we are going to be updating my rolling cart that lives in my bathroom with all of my body care used up projects, and we're going to be updating it to fall scents. If you're brand new to my channel, then welcome. My name is Melissa and I work at a Bath & Body Works, and I have done so for about 7 years almost now. I make a video about updating my body care cart every single month, and I also do other fragrance Bath & Body Works related content. So if those kinds of videos interest you, then make sure you hit that big red subscribe button down below so you don't miss any of my future videos. And now let's waste no more time and start getting all fallified. I have selected 6 different fragrance combos today. One of them is a pumpkin, 2 of them are apples, and the other 3 are kind of what I would consider in the other fall category. Some of these are also going to be transitional summer into fall, things that I wouldn't mind wearing in hot weather because lately we have been having a little bit of hotter September. Sometimes even early October tends to be kind of warm around here. It isn't always that way, but lately, at least the last year or so, has been that way. So I've included some fragrances that I don't mind wearing in hot weather to transition, but also besides that, you'll see in the bottom of my rolling cart here, I'm leaving a couple of carryover fragrances. At the time that I'm filming this and even posting it as well, we still have a few days left of August, so I want to make sure I'm still getting the most out of my summer and transitional fragrances before August is completely over. So with that being said, let's get started. I think I'm going to show you the apple fragrances first. The first fragrance I have here is Coconut Candy Apple, and this is one that I've been using pretty much every single September for the last couple of years. Oh, I wish this fragrance would come back. If I could have one fragrance return to Bath & Body Works, I think it might be this one. This is one of my favorite all-time fragrances. It's perfect for going from summer into fall without being too heavy. It's still sweet and autumnal because of that caramely coconut scent, but then the apple brings in a brightness that reminds me of back to school and early days of fall. It's just so much fun to wear, so I really love this scent. This was released in the early part of fall 2021 as a part of a bakery collection that they had. Lots of other good little bakery scents going on, but this has candied red apple, shredded coconut, and vanilla spice as the notes. When shopping that fall, I made a huge mistake, and for some reason I thought I had grabbed a shower gel in it, and I did not. So I only have it in a moisturizer and a spray. So I'm going to be using those, but thankfully a brand that I really enjoy called Dirty Soul Soap Co. actually does Bath & Body Works fragrances, replicas if you will. They're kind of like look-alike scents. So most of the time they are exactly the same. Sometimes they're just more reminiscent of Bath & Body Works fragrances. So I actually have a shower gel of Coconut Candy Apple that Dirty Soul Soap Co. made that I compare perfectly with this. So here is what that body wash looks like by Dirty Soul Soap Co. And it has notes very similar: fresh apple, shredded coconut, and spiced vanilla. And I like that it comes in a pump as well, so that's gonna go in my shower. Next fragrance up, I have Country Apple, and this one is a 1990s classic by Bath & Body Works, one of their very original earliest scents. So I actually like using this because it kind of reminds me of back to school 90s vibes a little bit. I started kindergarten in the very late 90s, and by the time I was in first grade, it was the year 2000. So I feel like this fragrance really does remind me of going back to school or going to school for the very first time. So I think that this is appropriate for a September choice for me. Also, this is very light and fruity, and so therefore this is perfect to wear in hotter weather if you're wanting something more autumnal, but you're not quite ready to wear something heavy, sweet, and rich. So this particular fragrance was actually returned for a semi-annual sale that Bath & Body Works has twice a year, and this one I got in 2022. So even though this is an old fragrance, these are newer bottles, so it's nice and fresh still. This has notes of apple blossom, fresh muguet, sheer sunlight, and orchard woods. So here's what that looks like in the body lotion and fine fragrance mist. I especially love the packaging and the image they used for the shower gel. I think that's so satisfying and perfect for September. And then I have selected one body scrub to use with both of my apple fragrances. This will pair perfectly with both Country Apple and the Coconut Candy Apple. The brand is Tree Hut, and this is one of their limited edition fragrances, I think from last year. This is the Apple Macchiato fragrance, and I find that it's more of a spiced apple scent as opposed to a fresh apple. But when it says macchiato, it kind of implies that it's gonna have like a steamed milk and coffee scent in it, since that's what a macchiato is. But It mainly just smells like a spiced apple to me, but look at that fun color. Very perfect for early fall. All right, next fragrance up. This is my favorite pumpkin pick for early fall. Before the weather starts to get chilly and I start craving those more sweet, rich gourmands and those heavier pumpkins like marshmallow pumpkin latte, I like to use sweet cinnamon pumpkin while it's still warm outside and I'm waiting for those colder days. So this one is harvesty. It's a little bit on the fruity side, if anything. And once again, this is another one of their old 90s fragrances. So it kind of has that classic Bath & Body Works old school vibe to it in the fragrance. So these bottles are from the 2018 Fall Traditions collection that they had released that year. And can I just say, this is when they did fall right. I feel like this is just the epitome of fall. They couldn't have nailed it on the head anymore. It reminds me of pure Bath & Body Works, pure autumn traditions. This is just what I think of when I think of fall at Bath & Body Works, and I wish that they would kind of go back to this packaging more. I understand the appeal in the newer packaging these days. It's more sophisticated, and I feel like it's a little more adult-friendly, while this is a little bit more childlike and playful. And I get that that more for fun style is not for everybody, and more people would probably be drawn towards the sophisticated packaging, but I don't know, there's just something about this. This is what I relate to and what I look for in packaging. Bright colors, fun imagery, lots of pictures of pumpkins, and the leaves kind of circling around the bottle of the fine fragrance mist. It's just perfect. So here is what the shower gel looks like, and the notes are heirloom pumpkin, autumn cinnamon, ginger snap, and whipped vanilla. Oh, I can't wait to wear that. So I find that this really doesn't have strong notes of anything gourmand or vanilla in it like it suggests. It's more of like a craft store Michael's kind of situation, like cinnamon pine cones a little bit, with a little bit of harvesty from the pumpkin. I'll have to go see if Onyx Bathhouse has made another version of this same fragrance, but this is my favorite scrub to use with sweet cinnamon pumpkin, so I'll be bummed when this is all used up. But this is called Pumpkin Spice, and I think that this is the perfect sweet cinnamon pumpkin body scrub to go with. Ugh, I just feel like it's the most cliche cinnamony craft store vibe you can get, and I just love that. It just reminds me of old school fall. It reminds me of fall when I was a kid, and I just love it. All right, the next fragrance combo I have is based around this shower gel and body lotion of Bath & Body Works' Cinnamon Donut Swirl. So September reminds me of fair time, so I'm kind of viewing this as my fair time fragrance that I'll use when the fair comes to town. And so it really does smell like that yeasty fried dough funnel cake kind of thing going on. So it has sweet cinnamon, brown sugar, and fluffy dough for the fragrance notes. And I don't have a mist of it because they didn't ever release a fragrance mist of this one, which is a bummer. So I'm gonna show you which body spray I'm gonna use with these. This is one of the tastiest fragrances by Dirty Soul Soap Co. that I've smelled. This is called Warm and Cozy. Toasted nuts, marshmallow, brown sugar, spice, and vanilla. Doesn't that just sound perfect? I feel like the way this fragrance was made is if you take every single favorite fragrance note of fall and you just combine it all in one spray, this would be it. It even almost smells a little bit appley, even though it doesn't have apple in the notes. Oh, this should be in a candle fragrance because it really does smell nutty from the toasted nuts, but then there's like this rich brown sugar gourmand thing going on. Yeah, there's like this subtle top note of almost like a caramel apple scent in it, which I think my brain is kind of auto-filling caramel apple scent, even though it doesn't have caramel apple notes in it. But yeah, brown sugar, marshmallow, it's just such a perfect blend. So if you're looking for like one spray that smells just like fall in a bottle, it would be Warm and Cozy by Dirty Soul Soap Co. So this is going to be the spray that I use during fair time with the Donut Cinnamon Swirl. And speaking of Dirty Soul Soap Co., I actually have one more fragrance by them that I would like to use this September. So I have a lot of favorites lined up that you've already seen so far, things that I use every September because that's just the fragrance I associate with that month. But this is new to me. I've never used this before, so I think it'd be fun to try something a little different. This is Banana Bundt Cake. So my idea behind this is that when you go back to school, all of the kids go back and mom has more time to bake little tasty baked treats and you want like after school snacks all the time. I know that my mom always did more baking and she'd bake things like oatmeal cookies and lots of muffins. So that is kind of the inspiration behind the Banana Bundt Cake is I want it to smell like a banana walnut muffin that my mom baked as an after school snack for me after I come home from a long day of elementary school. So that is kind of my inspo. So this one has notes of ripe banana, apple essence, toasted walnut, peach cream, ground cinnamon, and vanilla powder. So that is quite the the lineup of fragrance notes. I think it's really fun that it has some fruity aspects and like late summer, early fall aspects like the apple and the peach. But then there's some more grounding notes like the toasted walnuts and the vanilla and cinnamon that kind of make it more of like a baked treat, like a muffin. So I just sprayed it on my hand, and when you spray it, very first hit you get is fresh banana, almost like a summer scent. But then almost instantly, as the fragrance starts to dry on your skin, the toasted walnut and cinnamon really come through. So a perfect early fall bakery treat scent. I got these at Marshall's a while back. One of these is a body wash and the other is a pump lotion. So I'm going to be using that with my banana walnut bundt cake scent. And then this is the Tree Hut body scrub that I chose to pair both with the banana bundt cake fragrance combo as well as the donut cinnamon swirl combo. Like I said, it's by Tree Hut and this is called Cinnamon Dulce, and it's very caramely but a little bit of hint of cinnamon, almost like a snickerdoodle cookie. It's not as cinnamony, it's almost more of like a milky caramel, but either way that will go perfectly with muffins and donuts, my bakery scents. I think August 22nd is the return of the pumpkin spice latte at Starbucks. I am so excited. At the time I'm filming this is a Tuesday. So in a couple days, I'm gonna get my first pumpkin spice latte. So in celebration of the return of pumpkin spice lattes everywhere, I'm going to have my last fragrance combo be inspired by coffee and lattes. I'm just gonna show you in order of my shower routine what options I have to create this latte situation for myself. So as the base, we've got two different body washes. This one is the brand new Milk from the Wellness Collection at Bath & Body Works. And then this other one is the Coconut Coffee Smoothing Body Scrub and Wash by OGX. So first let's talk about this brand new Milk fragrance. So this says sensitive skin moisturizing body wash. So it's like a creamy body wash. It almost looks like a lotion. And I know sometimes in the store customers will try it on thinking it's a body cream, but it really is a body wash, so you definitely don't want to do that in store. So this is formulated with oatmeal and is clinically tested to moisturize after one shower for instant hydration to nourish sensitive skin. So it has notes of sugared oats and whipped milk, which is really nice. It's a very simplistic fragrance and it really does have a milk scent to it. I think this whole milk collection that they had created is the perfect idea for layering and pairing with other fragrance combos that might be main features, but you have missing components, which I know is definitely the case in my collection. I may have a spray that has no lotion, or maybe a spray and a lotion that have no body wash. So I think this is gonna be a great filler for anyone who wants something sweet and autumnal, but isn't really going to be the star of the show, if that makes sense. So the other option I'm gonna keep in my shower whenever I'm creating this coffee fragrance combo is the OGX Coconut Coffee Scrub and Wash. So this is mainly a body wash. It does have a little bit of exfoliant from the little ground coffees. You can even kind of see them inside there. As you can see, I've been working on using this one up. I really do love this one. So this would be a repurchase once I do run out. Sometimes I use this with my marshmallow pumpkin latte. Sometimes I do it with the donut swirl fragrance as well. So yes, this is a really good one, and if you love coffee scents, highly recommend this one. So the OGX Scrub and Wash is more of a body wash, like I said. It's just a light exfoliant. So on the days that I feel that I want a little bit of heavier exfoliation, or if I'm using the Milk body wash and I don't have exfoliant, I'm going to keep this Velvet Coffee by Tree Hut also in the shower. It's so strong of coffee scent, and as you can see, I've been working on kind of using that one up as well. And then once I'm out of the shower, my final layers are going to be the body lotion as well as this perfume mist in the Milk fragrance. Once again, to refresh your memory, it has sugared oats and whipped milk as the fragrance notes. So that is how I'm going to create my latte themed fragrance combo. I'm really excited to give it a try. Once again, pumpkin spice lattes are coming back, so if I ever want to add in a little bit of pumpkin, I can always do a spritz of my sweet cinnamon pumpkin in there or use the pumpkin scrub. Also, this might be a good carryover into October when I start wearing things more rich like the marshmallow pumpkin latte. I'm so excited. So those are all of my fragrance combos. Let me add in this milk and then I will show you the shampoos and the deodorants. I already introduced you to the OGX Coconut Coffee. This is the exact same product except in a shampoo and conditioner, so I'm gonna pop those into the shower, as well as a shampoo and conditioner set that is new to me. So this is from the Girl Scout collaboration that the brand called Native did. I think they actually released this back earlier this spring of this year, so I have not gotten a chance to use these. I was kind of saving this fragrance for more autumnal moments like now, so this is going to be mimicking the Samoas, I think they're called. This is the coconut caramel cookie with the little fudge stripes on them. You can see a little picture there. So this is coconut caramel shampoo and conditioner, and these are moisturizing formula, which is good because my hair tends to run dry, so I like the formula for that reason. And then here are my 2 deodorants that I'm gonna keep in my rolling cart. This one is more for evening routines. This is the Oat Milk Latte by Native, and I find that this one doesn't work as heavy duty as the Dove ones do. So I have this Dove. This is the apple and white tea, and I'll use this more for daytime, mornings, when I go to the gym, and times that I need maybe a little bit higher powered of a deodorant. All right, we're gonna grab a new loofah to refresh in my shower, as well as put all of these shampoos, conditioners, body scrubs, and body washes into the shower caddy. So let's do that and then we'll be all done. Right, and we are all finished setting up my fragrances to wear for the month of September. Thank you so much for watching. As always, you'll have to let me know down in the comments below which fragrances are you going to use for the beginning of fall this September. I love to hear everybody's lineups for the month. And once again, thank you for watching. I will see you next time. Bye.